Welcome back to Team Ez TV. I am walking into Anderson Speedway. My best friend named Jamie Fox, I call him Foxy, his son races go-karts. And he's been running a Kenyon Midget a little bit this year. And I thought this was a good opportunity to talk about where your kids go from go-karts and how do you move up the ladder in racing. So we're at Anderson. My buddy's running a Kenyon Midget. I'm walking into the track now. Aaron Pierce is here making laps in the sprint car. My buddy's been racing go-karts for years, and they started out running like the 4-stroke flat-headed motors, and then eventually, you know, he got a ride because he was winning all the races at his local track. And now he runs a shifter kart for this team who has like 4 or 5 cars. And through all this, eventually, one of his buddies from go-karts has a Kenyon Midget and asked him to drive it.
But like at the same time, when I was smooth, that thing felt really good coming up off the corner.
So very little wheel input.
Yeah, you don't have to turn it very much at all.
And is that the first time you're in this car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time for him too. This is my first time ever driving any car with this guy. I'm Eli Fox, driver of the Kenyon Midgets for Jeff Hill.
Awesome. And you?
I'm Seth Tozer, and I am going to be driving full-time next year in these Kenyon Midgets. Never raced oval in my life before, but...
So right out of go-karts?
Right out of go-karts.
What'd you think of the Kenyon Midget?
Definitely it's different, because I'm used to a lot of other things, but now that we're in these cars, you know, I'm working on slowing my hands down.
Yeah. First time in, you just got to get the feel and get comfortable with the car, and you know, you guys are here testing, so that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. About 1 o'clock, 12:30 today was my first time driving this and on an oval in real life.
That's awesome.
I drive like, you know, cars on road course. I drive a Miata.
Okay,
road course, but never driven oval before in anything. So. Awesome.
Is this your guys' car in the background?
Yeah, that's theirs. Yeah.
Dude, look at this Audi's brakes.
That's a wicked.
Dang. Oh, I have a couple MX-5s. I used to drift. I have a Drift MX-5, but it's an old one. It's a 90. Kenyon Midget. So it's a full-size midget. It's got a rear end, but it's got a
midget. It's got a sealed Yamaha FJ 1200 motor. All the motors are sealed so that it boils it down to chassis setup and driver ability. The engine package is really affordable. The car package is really affordable.
What do you guys use for tires? Like, what is a typical night on tires? Just 3 or a right rear?
Yeah,
or?
Really just 3. The left front barely gets used. A full set of brand new tires all the way around, you're going to be right at 800, 770.
Okay, well that's not terrible. You get 2 nights on them?
So this
you
year,
can you?
You can. This year we got a rule. We got 12 pavement races, and you can run 8 right rears for the year.
Okay.
So you got double up 4 times.
So it gives you a little bit of tire strategy to add into the series, which kind of creates some fun.
Yeah, honestly, I think the tire game is so expensive. You know, like if you can help that's good for the series. That's good for your customers.
Yep.
How many laps you got on this set of tires?
I don't know. These are old. They're old.
They're hard enough. You don't run out of rubber, right? They just get heat cycled out.
Yeah, they just get heat cycled out.
So
yep.
You can go out and just, especially for a new guy, you just go out and run.
Yep.
Yeah. You're not worried about lap time necessarily yet. You just get used to the car.
So Jeff, you sponsor USAC. I hear Jeff. I hear
we do the D2s.
the D2. Oh, is that okay?
The Midwest Thunder.
What's your trailer thing?
Jeff Hill Trailer Sales.
Jeff Hill Trailer Sales
Yep.
sponsors the D2 Midget Series, which is really cool. You guys could sponsor your own class, but I think that's good to get your.
We do this series too.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, and we bring 5 cars, which helps the series. So this weekend we should be 25% of the field.
That's awesome. Well, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been to Anderson. I raced here for Mike Blake in a pavement wing sprint car. We ran a 30-lap race in 4 minutes and 35 seconds. I ran 4th, and I beat up on Wheeler's back bumper. He was so pissed off, and I was like, I was just trying to loosen you up, bud. You know, like.
This guy's never been in a midget. It's his first time at a racetrack. And,
First time in a while.
We're gonna see what he can do in the Kenyon midget here. We can put it in gear and push start if you need us to.
Alright, so it's in neutral. I go forward.
Yep.
And then back.
On, start at neutral. Grab the clutch.
Is the fuel on?
Yeah.
Fuel. Alright. There's no on or off on the switches.
Yeah, up is on. And, okay, so both of these up, that's your fan, that's your fuel and your fan.
Oh,
That's your fuel being on. Turning your fuel on or whatever. He's good to go.
No power steering. This thing was pretty fun to drive. That hump really messes you up. You kind of got to hustle it through the hump.
Sorry, we did you a little dirty. It needs more fuel. Oh well.
bro. You still got some killer laps.
Yeah.
It's still really, I feel like it's too darty. It could be the tires too.
It's fucking darty, alright. It's fucking darty.
It is fucking dirty. Yeah, we heard it, Hog, and I was like, shit, it's out of fuel.
I was like, yeah, I had enough fun.
What'd you think?
That's pretty good, actually. I'm impressed. Like, at the end, I feel like I kind of slowed my entry down into 3, and I was better.
Yeah.
Once I kind of just stopped hustling it so hard.
Were you driving over the bump or high on the bump?
Hi.
I was trying to go in
Looks
high,
like-
but it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Brad said he got him at a 12.9.
You need to be by 10 faster.
I'm hoping that that's out of fuel.
Looks like you got a little squirrely.
Yeah.
Oh, you man?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got no fuel.
We heard it, and I was like, oh shit.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, we're out of fuel.
They're pretty old, like 90s. I could be totally wrong. So it's basically a pavement midget. It's got a Jacob's ladder, so it's a 4-link car. Instead of wishbones, it's got 4 radius rods going to the rear end. It's coilover. I'm kind of surprised it's got a Jacob's ladder in it, because typically pavement cars have panhard bars. See, it would have connected right here. It's probably the most inexpensive midget you could race. This is a Kenyon car, Mel Kenyon. Designed this series for an entry-level open wheel class. They do run on dirt. They're mainly a pavement series, but they do run on dirt 3 or 4 times a year. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. Got to turn some laps, and I was told I was 1/10 faster than my buddy Eli, so I turned the fastest lap. First time in it. It's a manual steering car. There's no power steering in it, so that made it a little bit different. It's pretty cool. They get to run a Micron. I think that's really cool. Data is good. You can see that's where we're shifting from. Clutch and shift. First time in an open wheel car at a go-karts, and you're 15, so tell me what you thought of it and what's the biggest difference from a go-kart?
Yeah, there's a lot that's different, and also my first time driving any sort of oval in real life. It's a lot of fun. It's fast, and you know, getting used to different things like how the car's like rolling with having shocks on it and stuff, and like springs versus, you know, go-karts where it's all stiff. But yeah, one of the biggest things for me learning today was my hands were too fast, too twitchy, needed to slow it down and be smoother, but we can work on that, and we've got things to do with the car, and I think tomorrow we'll be racing and have a good chance at being pretty competitive for my first weekend out here. So.
Well, awesome. Well, you know what, once you get out there with some cars, you can pace some people and really learn. I'm just going to suggest come here with an open mind, have fun, and take what you can, and just try to get as many laps as you can. Do you have anybody to thank?
I want to thank my dad most of all, as well as my mom, and Jamie Bradford and his family for helping me get better in go-karts and develop as a racing driver, and as well as Jeff Hill for allowing me to be here and have these opportunities. So.
Well, very cool. Hey, thanks for letting me put the cameras on the car, and hey, good luck racing tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, that was interesting. I came down to film Eli Fox, my best friend's kid, who has kind of cut his teeth in go-karts, got a good go-kart ride, moved his way up the go-kart ranks at Newcastle, and he's now a winning driver. And in winning, one of his go-kart buddies, Jeff, has these Kenyon cars, and Jeff's wife asked him to stop racing because it was dangerous, so they put Eli in the car. So now Eli is racing big cars at Anderson Speedway and Salem and the Speedrome, and they run all the pavement tracks, you know, in Indiana. And so I came out here to show you guys, like, what is the next step. You know, a Kenyon car, you could probably pick one up for 15 grand, maybe. And, you know, compared to a midget, you couldn't pick up a midget for less than, I'm gonna say 30. And that's not even a good one. But, yeah, they even let me drive the race car. And, you know, I felt good. That was a lot of fun. This place, I forget how banked Anderson is. And, you know, the pavement cars, you really can't hustle it when it comes to getting the thing sideways. And so when I was hustling the car, it really didn't like it. Once I kind of slowed it down and kept the tires underneath me, we were making good lap times. So that was a lot of fun. And hey, thank you so much for watching T-Mez TV. I just want to shout out Driven Nootropics. I've been taking these gummies. It's a mushroom supplement. They have a bunch of different ones, and I've been feeling amazing. I stopped drinking energy drinks, and I've been drinking a lot more water and taking these supplements. Go check them out. And yeah, hey, thanks again for watching T-Mez TV. I'll be back to racing soon. I'm feeling really good, and it is time to go pick up my kids. I'm out.